My desires and my dreams really didn't start until I was in my 20s. And one of those desires was to go and visit Tokyo, Japan, or anywhere in Japan. But I haven't done it yet. And it's been kind of like settling in with me and made its way to the front stage. I used to say, I'm going to go tomorrow, or I'm going to go someday, or I'm going to wait for that perfect moment. Well, at 60, I'm starting to realize that tomorrow is now yesterday. I want to go deeper into this with you. There was a time when I really felt like I had endless tomorrows. I would say things like, tomorrow I travel, tomorrow I'm going to start that project, tomorrow I'm going to learn that thing. And tomorrow I'm going to become the person I've always wanted to be. Tomorrow, to me, always felt like it was a safe, far away. If that sounds odd to you. And it was always far enough that I didn't have to really make any difficult decisions today. I could say and feel comfortable with saying tomorrow. And with that, I had the ability to stay busy and stay distracted. And I could tell myself that there would always going to be another chance. I'm sure you've done this too. And you keep that list of places that you want to visit, experiences that you want to have, dreams that you want to pursue. But instead of doing them, you place them in a little box that's labeled maybe later or tomorrow. Because those words feel abundant. They feel like you have a guarantee in life, and it feels like a safe place. The problem is that later or tomorrow has a way of disappearing fairly quickly, and you really don't notice it at first. Your life continues as normal. You do mundane things in life, like you go to work, you pay your bills, you run your errands, you maintain your house, and you do all the right things and responsible things. And then suddenly another year has passed. And then another year. And as it be God's will, another year. And then recently you find yourself thinking about things you haven't done yet. For me, it's Japan. For years, I've wanted to visit this place. And I don't mean just casually. I want to really be immersed in it. I want to be able to say that I enjoyed the food, the culture, the people, the energy of Japan. It's been one of those dreams that has always consistently stayed with me, always in the back of my mind. And the kind that comes back up to the surface over and over again. I would see photographs, I would look at travel videos, documentaries, people going on eating excursions, foodie excursions to Japan. And then I would always think to myself, one day I'm going to do that. Just saying that one day I'm going to do, it became a habit. Something you didn't realize that you were saying. You were saying about all kinds of things. And then, of course, you bring up reasons. And we all bring up reasons for not doing something, for not getting started. You say things like, well, I need to have more money, or I need to fly a certain way to Japan. It's a long trip. You make excuses. And then you want better timing to do something, right? It's not the right season. It's not the right time of year. Simple, stupid little things like, I don't want to go through TSA, or that perfect opportunity, which I've had a number of times and didn't take it. You convince yourself that at times you're being practical. You convince yourself you're being responsible. And also, I hate that thing about, well, you need to be patient. It'll come. Don't worry. You need to be patient. And underneath all these responsibilities or reasonable explanations was a simple assumption. I believed that I simply had plenty of time. And then suddenly something changed. And now it doesn't happen dramatically. I became more aware of the passing years because those years, they became decades. 20s, 30s, 40s, I'm 60 now. 40 years, 4 decades. More aware that my energy is not what it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. More aware that the circumstances can change without asking for permission. You may have had health changes. I know I had a financial situation happen to me in between all of this that changed everything. And we've had a number of times where the world has changed. Travel restrictions here and there, things change. And suddenly you realize something extremely uncomfortable within self. That the future you were counting on, that future is it's shrinking. It's getting smaller. Every year that passes, it removes a year from that possibility ahead. That's when this phrase came to me, that tomorrow is now yesterday. The things I planned for tomorrow are slowly becoming opportunities that I never took. The places I wanted to visit are moving further into the category of things that I almost did. I don't think that's what any of us really want in life. What's interesting is that most of us aren't afraid of failure. We're afraid of inconveniences. We're afraid of uncertainty. We're afraid of disrupting our routines. So we wait for the perfect conditions. We wait until we have enough money. We wait until we are confident in our travels. I've trained myself. I've educated myself enough about traveling to Japan. The perfect conditions rarely ever arrive because you're setting expectations in your head that you haven't even executed. Life doesn't pause and it doesn't prepare you for special moments. It just keeps moving imperfectly, whether we're ready or not. Eventually, we discover that the greatest regret isn't what we attempted and failed at. It's what we never attempted at all. It's the conversations that we never had. The trip that we just never took. The dream that we never pursued. And that life that we wanted and we desired, we just kept postponing it. I don't want to reach the end of my life surrounded by things that I almost did. I don't want my memories to be filled with I had intentions. I hate that. I want them filled with experiences, as imperfect as they are. And maybe that's why this realization has stayed with me. This conversation is not really about my regrets about not visiting Japan yet. Japan is right now the symbol of the story. For you, it might be something else. For you, it might be writing that book, starting that garden. It might be learning an instrument, learning a new language, moving somewhere new. Maybe opening up a small business that you always thought that you could execute. Or calling somebody that you miss. Whatever it is, I believe that you already know what it is. And maybe the question isn't whether you'll do it someday. Maybe the question is whether someday is quietly becoming never. Because truth is, tomorrow is approaching much faster now than it ever used to. And then one day you're going to look back and you're going to realize that that future you were waiting for has already passed. At one time, without even knowing it, tomorrow became today, and today became yesterday. And the opportunity disappeared with it. So maybe this is the sign both of us needed right now. It's a sign that you need to book that trip, that you may need to start or complete that book that's been pending. Maybe finish that painting or start that painting. Maybe call that friend that you haven't spoken to 10, 15, 20 years. Take that class you intended. Learn that language that you were attempting to pursue. and start those little projects that have been sitting in the back of your mind. Now, you don't need to do all of these at once. You can just do one at a time. Take your time, relax, but do them. And it's not because everything needs to be perfectly aligned, or maybe this message to you is perfectly aligned where you are right now, so you want to pursue these things. Everything happens in your life for a reason. And note this, time keeps moving with or without you. Some dreams out there don't need a plan. They just need massive, imperfect execution. You can perfect it along the way. You can make that call now and call that friend you haven't spoken to. Try to figure out in your head what you're going to say. But once you dial that number and the phone rings, and maybe they don't pick up and you need to leave a message, just leave that massive, imperfect message that was meant to be. Nobody's going to judge you on the other side. The saddest words in the world is not, I failed, is not, it didn't come out right. The saddest words in the world just might be, I never tried. So don't let your dreams sit in the future. Don't let them wait until you have regrets of the past. Do them now. Just go. Let's just do them. Because tomorrow, honestly speaking, is now yesterday.